frozen pipes can cause serious damage. That's why Absolute Restoration is giving away free faucet covers to our community while supplies last. Installing them is easy. Just slide the foam sleeve over your outdoor faucet and secure it snugly. Also remember to disconnect hoses, open cabinet doors under sinks, and let faucets drip during extreme cold. Call or text to check availability, and from our family to yours, please stay warm and protected.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Thanks as always for tuning in with us this morning. Thanks for tuning in with us also over the weekend as well. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this so I can see the chat. Trying to keep an eye on you guys and your conversation. If I can add to that or answer any questions in any way, I will do my best. But overall, I just thank you for tuning in with us this weekend. And continuing to tune in with us as we're starting off a work week where it's going to be a long one, right? Most of us hopefully starting off in the house this morning and not having to get out and about. I know essential workers have to get to places where they need to be, but overall, most of us able to stay inside, right? So here's a look, temperatures right now in the teens for a majority of us. This is the story moving forward, right? Now, I saw someone said, how long are we going to get these snow flurries? I did see that. We'll talk about that in our Starkville camera. Some of us getting very, very ever so light snow flurries this morning. If you're stepping outside and seeing some light snow out there, that's not very impactful. It's not going to be adding up to much, but it is ongoing, at least for some of us this morning, not even showing up really on our radar this morning. That's how light these snow flurries are. But some of us getting in on that, mainly sitting off to our south, Amory, Golden Triangle region down there getting that as well. Take a look at temperatures, though. We're going to get into that. But first, I want to talk about what's going on, any updates I can give you in terms of temperatures of power outages. Here's a look at the temperatures across the region, across the southeast this morning. -3 in Fayetteville, 12 in Little Rock, 11 in Memphis. You can see with that kind of that purple versus blue color where that coldest of air has made it into places like Tate County, Quitman County, Benton, Tippah, Alcorn County, getting in on that coldest of air this morning. Teens, though, in Tupelo, 18 in Starkville, 20s down in Jackson. Even the this is how you know the cold air's made it, right? 26 in Mobile, 32 in Destin. Very cold air made it all the way off into the coast. Let's take it a little bit closer to home to show you temperatures across the area this morning in the teens. 10 coming in our coldest over in South Haven, 11 in Senatobia, 16 in Bruce, 19 in Amory, 18 in Hamilton, Alabama, 16 in Red Bay, 18 down in Starkville. Very cold conditions are ongoing right now. We knew they were going to be on their way, and they're happening currently. And I just can't encourage you enough to continue to do your best to stay warm out there, especially if you are without power or if you know people that are without power this morning and you have it. I encourage you to be neighborly, bring them in, especially into the overnight hours if you can, because temperatures this cold coupled with no way to heat your house leaves house temperatures in the 30s, even below that potentially. And that is just a very dangerous situation. So we just encourage you to keep checking up with people you know that are more susceptible to these cold conditions that may be without heat this morning and into tomorrow as well. Because take a look at these current alerts. We have an extreme cold warning. We go from the ice storm warning to the winter storm warning to an extreme cold warning. So that's where we're at now. The main impact now being just how cold it is. Seeing this alert, an extreme cold warning across the entire state of Mississippi. So from where we're sitting here in North Mississippi all the way down to the coast, seeing an extreme cold warning this morning. This stays into effect here in our area until noon tomorrow. So cold air sticking around, especially into your Tuesday morning as well. So we're not done with the coldest just yet. Here's a look at power outages. Lots of numbers thrown in on here, lots of colors. I want you to really hone in on the purples and the reds. that's who was the most impacted from power outages over the weekend. So Alcorn, Tippah County, Union County, Lafayette County, Yalobusha County, Grenada, Tallahatchie, LaFleur, coming in Montgomery, Carroll, Holmes, Humphreys, up in Benton County as well. Those are the counties that have been affected the most in terms of power outages. Now, that's not saying there's power outages not across those other counties, but those are the highest percentages that we have been watching out here that are still seeing high percentage of outages over there this morning. Going to try to pull up something else to show you out there as well this morning over on our website. Let me click on this and see if it'll go up there with you. Yep, here we go. So this is looking at Mississippi power outages. I showed this the last time as well. Our color table in this one very similar, just showing numbers out there this morning in Alcorn County up to around 14,000. And again, this is kind of estimated, so this could be more as well, but up to 14,000 in Alcorn County. Benton County, very hard hit as well, up to 1,000. Grenada, almost 8,000 as well. Carroll County, around 1,000. So a lot of people across our area, across North Mississippi, are waking up yet again this morning without power. And across the entire state, because this is looking at the entire state of Mississippi, altogether, almost 160,000 estimated people waking up this morning without power. That's a lot of people waking up without power across the state. And again, a majority of those people lie within our area. So definitely something that we're continuing to track out, and then keeping those folks in mind as well. Looking at Facebook, I said this again at 6:30, but I still encourage you, know your power company, right? I'm sure by now you do. But also a good way to keep up with a lot of them is on their Facebook page. They're getting a lot of calls right now, right? Oh, my power's out, my power's out. And I get it, because this is a very dangerous situation. But a really good way you can keep up with your power company is if they're present on social media, like Tom Bigby Electric Power Association is. They've done a phenomenal job about, one, getting people's power back on when they can, and also, two, updating folks on social media to keep people in the know. This was their 10 p.m. update. They did a lot of progress yesterday, so really props to them. But they restored over 6,000 members yesterday, but the outage is still around 3,800 for them. But they're kind of getting people to stopping points last night, because it becomes dangerous, right? Overnight, where things refreeze, we want them to be able to be in motion and all of their vehicles to not be stuck, right? So they're kind of having to operate where they know is safe. So that's a really good way, again, to keep up with your overall power association and any progress that they're making, like over there in Tom Bigby. Another thing I want to show you this morning is our school closings page. This is MississippiLiveWeather.com/closings. This is also on our app. So if you get on our app, you can find it on one of the tabs as well. It's mainly school closings, but we have a few operations and businesses on here as well. You can submit that. Administrators, again, larger businesses can submit that through MississippiLiveWeather.com/school closings/submissions. So that's one way to do that. But I encourage you to keep checking up with this website. I'm going to kind of get out of the way so you can see that, but you can filter it by county, right? So say your county, I'm going to scroll up here. This is, again, alphabetical order. Say your county's Alcorn County. You can search there and it'll say what's happening, what are our closings in Alcorn County. And that's the Corinth School District, again, is closed on January 26th and 27th. So Alcorn School District is out today and tomorrow. And that's just kind of shown there. And you can kind of scroll down if you click on all counties, and it'll show you all of them in alphabetical order. So, you know, you can scroll through if you want to see where else is not going to school this morning, or any companies that are closed. You can kind of scroll down and see that. But I think a majority of our counties and school districts are closed today. A lot of them went ahead and closed tomorrow as well. And again, you can see Little Hoots Child Care and Learning Center. We do have a few businesses on there within some of our counties as well. So that's just something of note. Also, community colleges are on here. So Itawamba Community College. And then they'll have a note sometimes. So due to forecasted winter weather, all locations of Itawamba Community College will be closed on Monday. So that's just a really helpful resource out there to you to keep an eye on your school closings, or maybe your business is on here as well. Cardiology Associates of North Mississippi on there, closed today as well. So that's a helpful tool and website out there for you over the week ahead, as we see school administrators, school districts continuing to have to make decisions about closings out there. So that's just one thing of note. And we know, again, a majority of our school districts and our universities are out of school at least today. So that's one thing. Again, we're going to continue to get into the forecast. Just wanted to show you a few helpful websites out there for you this morning. And again, I see snow in Monroe County, snow in Columbus. Okay, let's go look at the radar. A lot of people asking about that. Again, nothing too impactful this morning, but we are seeing a little bit of moisture wrapping around from the back half of this. Take a look at this. This is our Mississippi Live Mama Justice radar. Do you see anything on here? No, because the snow flurries are so light. Again, but you notice them, right? When it's snowing, people notice. But they're so light out there, our radar not even picking those up. But I do hear you. I do see it. I'll show you one look that I was watching. I was looking out of our Mississippi State camera. Take a look at this. Let's see if it's still showing up here on the campus of Mississippi State. Yeah, look at that. Can you see that? Those are snow flurries happening on the campus of Mississippi State right now over in Ottawa County. So yeah, some snow flurries out there, even though we can't see it on our radar because it's very, very light out there, not necessarily being picked up. We are seeing a little bit of snow flurries out there, and that's coming up within our Starkville camera, again, on the campus of Mississippi State. So a little bit of flurries on the backside of the system. Nothing that should be impactful for you to add to the already impacts that we're seeing, and very, very light flurries out there this morning for some, but not for all, right? So that's a look at that. I know a lot of people talking about that as well. Take a look at a few more of our cameras. This one over in Batesville this morning, showing you it because you can kind of see the sunrise happening, even though a lot of this camera is iced over. This is what a lot of our cameras are looking like this morning. Also, what a lot of our MDOT traffic cameras are looking like. I'd love to show you the roadways, but as you know, those MDOT traffic cameras take power, and if you're without power, those MDOT traffic cameras are most likely without power as well. So a lot of those frozen out there this morning. Live look, though, over in Maben, our North Mississippi Storm Chaser camera network has held up very well. You see that light snow flurries ongoing over in Maben, too. So a lot of the southern half of our area dealing with that this morning, and snowing in Fairview. We see it. So a lot of us seeing a little bit of the flurries this morning. Again, this is not impactful. This is not going to be adding up to any accumulation and adding to the impacts that we're already seeing. But yeah, it's coming down for some of us this morning. Lots of clouds over in Maben. You can see the icicles even hanging off of where that camera is set up this morning. Temperatures 18, feels like 7 out there. So very cold conditions out there this morning. Your first 12 hours ahead. Today, not looking too great. I'll be honest with you. Today, we're not going to be seeing too much of melting take place. We are seeing some sunshine, which will help, but temperatures are going to be well below freezing throughout a majority of your day, or below freezing through all of today for a majority of us. Maybe a few of our most southern counties getting right around freezing. Majority of us going to be in the 20s, 20 by 11, middle 20s into your afternoon, low 20s come back 5 into the 8 o'clock hour. And here's the thing, even if we do see a little bit of thawing take place today due to some sunshine, as we head into your Tuesday morning, we're looking at conditions being the coldest out of the next 7. So things able to refreeze overnight, making for roadways yet again to be very treacherous going into your Tuesday morning. Here's a look at Futurecast. I'm not tracking anything other than cloud cover. Again, some sunshine out there for your afternoon. Going into your Tuesday, even though it's going to be starting off so cold on your Tuesday morning, things able to refreeze and be dangerous. Again, roadway situations in there into Tuesday morning. We will see sunshine take place for a lot of the day and conditions above freezing on Tuesday. We'll talk more about that, but Tuesday looking like a great day for some melting efforts to take place. Into your Wednesday, a little bit more cloud cover, but temperatures will be above freezing into your Wednesday as well for a majority of us. So that is some good news. Tuesday into Wednesday, even into Thursday, seeing temperatures for a lot of us sitting above freezing. And that's what we want to hear, that will help those melting efforts take place, where we can get back out on the roadways, where also our linemen and crews can get on the roadways to help aid in those power efforts. So coming up next, we'll talk about how many days and afternoons are going to be above freezing. And of course, we'll have a full look at your 7-day forecast coming up right after this.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
Hate is loud. but love. Love is the majority.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather. Thanks as always for tuning in with us, for sticking around with us through the weekend, and also to start off your new work week ahead. Want to show you a few looks. We showed this in our last few minutes, but showing you again that I do know that it's snowing outside for some of us here, especially in the southern half of our area, Golden Triangle region, seeing this from Maben, Starkville, Columbus, Fairview seeing it as well. I see people in the chat, Amory seeing this. Again, very light snow ongoing, not even showing up in our radar. So I'm having to show you cameras. You can see there, that's showing the radar around Oktibbeha County. You don't see any blues, do you? So not picking up on our radar this morning, even though we are seeing some light snow flurries ongoing out there. If you are awake out there and looking out this morning, this is a view you could see some snow flurries out there. No accumulation expected, no further impacts from this as well. Just some precipitation on the backside of this system kind of coming into play here in North Mississippi out here early this morning. And again, not everybody's seeing it as well. So temperatures going to be the main story. 18 with a feels like of 7 down in Oktibbeha County. So very cold conditions out there. Take a look over in Macon, a little bit further south. Not seeing any flurries there necessarily. People are out on the roadways. This is over in Noxubee County. You can just see the difference, or I might be seeing a little bit of flurries out there. I'm keeping my eye on it, but you can see the difference in their roadways versus ours up here in Tate County versus Lee County. That's why we said there's going to be a stark difference throughout our area, making not too impacted from this in terms of what everybody else was seeing. They still got some impacts, but the further north that you go, the more your impacts are. So people are able to get more out of the roadways over in Noxubee County. Still cold out there this morning, near 20 degrees. A lot of us, though, staying in the teens into your mid-morning hours, seeing 17 at 9, 18 at 10, 20 out there by your 11 o'clock hour. So cold conditions sticking around all the way throughout your mid-morning and even into your afternoon today. So take a look at your high temperatures on your Monday afternoon. Below freezing for a majority of us, right at freezing in the further south and east that you go over in Aliceville. Majority of us will stay in the 20s today. So very cold out there, below freezing, not helping aid in some melting efforts, even though we'll see some sunshine. Temperatures staying very cold out there, and that northerly wind not helping aid in anything as well, with feels like temperatures even sitting below that. We are seeing a little bit of sunshine that will help aid in some slight melting. We'll see more as we head over the next few days. Going into your Tuesday morning, though, anything that does melt is going to be able to refreeze. So that's why a lot of school districts have went ahead and closed out there for your Tuesday morning. That's why a lot of businesses have done the same, just because of how cold it's going to be on Tuesday, with a lot of us in the single digits out there on Tuesday morning. That aids in everything refreezing, black ice potentially as well, and for roadways still to be very treacherous. As we head throughout your Tuesday, though, a very nice warming will take place into your afternoon, and we'll see a lot of sunshine out there for the back half of Tuesday as well, and that's really going to help to aid in some melting efforts going Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. So take a look at that. Tuesday morning, 7. Yeah, you're reading that right. A lot of us in the single digits for Tuesday, but a really nice warm-up. 30s by your afternoon, and then most of us topping off near 40 degrees out there on your Tuesday. Sunshine, temperatures above freezing. That's really going to help out on the roadways out there on your Tuesday. That's going to help people get out and about, crews with your power outage situation as well. Again, they got a lot of work to do, so I encourage patience, but that's going to help them out a lot. Here's the thing, even with temperatures above freezing in the middle portion of our work week, we're looking at colder air returning into your weekend. So take a look to February 1st through the 5th. This is going into your weekend forecast. Well below average conditions coming right back in to the south and eastern United States. The good news is the cold conditions this weekend will not be coupled with precipitation chances. Take a look. Our rain chances stay 0 today all the way through your weekend. And maybe I should throw in a 5% out there for Monday for those who are seeing a little bit of snow flurries this morning. But overall, not looking at any precip. We were keeping our eye on a potential system coming into the weekend. Right now, that's looking to remain south and east of us and not impacting us, thankfully, into your weekend forecast because we need a break. I think we can all agree on that. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 20s today will be near 40 tomorrow after a very cold night. This is why we still encourage you, check on your neighbors, check on folks you know that are without power or any way to heat their house. There are warming centers available. You can see those online and as well. Get folks to those, bring them in your house if you can as well. Let's be neighborly into your Tuesday morning because power outages coupled with temperatures this cold makes for a very dangerous situation. We'll see temperatures rise into the 40s as we head Wednesday into Thursday, allowing for things to continue to melt as well. And then we'll see temperatures return back into the 30s on your Friday, 20s on Saturday, 30s on Sunday. So very cold conditions back in the forecast as we head into your upcoming weekend. So hoping everything or most things will melt as we head into the middle portion of your work week here. So make sure to keep tuning in to Mississippi Live Weather. We'll continue to look at the forecast going into our last broadcast of the morning, 7:30. We'll take one more look at those power outages. I see all the snowing comments. I do know that it's snowing. We've been talking about that. Some snow happening across some of our area this morning. Very light snow should not add up to accumulation or add to our further impacts that we're seeing, but some light snow on the back side of this system. We'll talk more about that's happening across the area as well, coming up at 7:30.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-tirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.